Good morning. My name is Nicholas Tucci, and we are going to be deconstructing fear today on the Fear Report. Today, we're going to be talking about Karmelo Anthony, a 17-year-old black high school student that was charged with murder, first-degree murder. First-degree murder kind of requires like three elements. Number one, there needs to be premeditation with malice aforethought. Then the actual act of killing someone needs to happen, and then causation and damages need to be followed. However, Texas law provides relief under Penal Code 9.31 and 9.32. A person is justified in using deadly force under the specific circumstances, such as the actor would reasonably believes that deadly force is immediately necessary to protect another one from death or their own from death. What are the facts of this case? Karmelo Anthony, a 17-year-old high school student, was involved in a fatal incident during a track meet. Just said that. Reports indicate that Karmelo was seated under a tent designated for another school when Austin McCaff, a student from that school, approached and demanded that he move. An argument ensued. Witnesses report that Karmelo stated, "Touch me and see what happens," while reaching into his bag. Austin allegedly touched or grabbed Karmelo again, at which point Karmelo drew a knife and fatally stabbed Austin once in the chest. Karmelo fled the scene and later informed authorities that he acted in self-defense. He did not. It's really, really important to realize, because there's going to be a lot of political pundits out there. Karmelo did not initiate the physical contact. Yeah, it's super, super important to realize, but Karmelo did not initiate any physical contact whatsoever. In fact, he was seated and confronted by another individual who escalated the conflict with physical aggression. Karmelo was outnumbered, reasonably outnumbered. He was under stress and he was faced with sudden physical confrontation. The law does not require a person to wait to be seriously injured before defending themselves. That's an important note. It only requires if someone reasonably believed that they were going to be hurt or there was going to be a commission of another serious violent felony. It's literally what the statute reads. And that's what the case law supports. Though Austin was unarmed, the Texas law does not require the aggressor to also have a weapon for the victim to justifiably respond with deadly force. The critical question, the legal question, is whether Karmelo reasonably believed that he faced an imminent threat of seriously bodily harm. Given the close proximity, the aggressive physical contact, and the context of the hostile confrontation, his belief was not only subjectively reasonable, but was objectively reasonable, which is why he will be likely found innocent on trial. I hope the state drops the case, but we'll see. Because Karmelo produced evidence supporting his belief, it is now the state's burden to disprove his claim beyond a reasonable doubt for self-defense. Unless the prosecution can show that Karmelo's belief in the necessity of deadly force was unreasonable, he must be acquitted. This is not a case of premeditation or provocation. It's a tragic split-second defensive reaction by a minor with no criminal record who is attempting to protect himself when physically confronted in a volatile setting. Based on the facts and the applicable law, Karmelo's use of force was justified under the Texas Penal Code. And this is just a side note, a lot of conservatives, a lot of racists, a lot of MAGA people are going to LARP onto this case, just like they did with Kyle Rittenhouse, just like they did now, just like they're now doing against George Floyd. This shit needs to fucking end. They don't know the facts, they don't know the law, and they're giving their unfettered opinion based off of feeling without substantiating any of their feelings by facts. Just shows to show how people really are. It's disgusting and it needs to end.